Good morning, students. As you know, we have started the lesson ratio and proportion. Today we learn next part, that is unitary method. The method in which we first find the value of one unit and then the value of the required number of units is known as the unitary method. In this method, we find the value of one unit. First, we find the value of one unit and then we find the value of required number of units. We call it as unitary method. Suppose the cost of 6 cans is 210. To find the cost of 4 cans, suppose we have to find the cost of 4 cans. Using the unitary method, we first find the cost of 1 can. Now, cost of 1 can is nothing but the 210 divided by 6, which is equal to 35. From this, we find now the cost of 1 can is 35. So, cost of 4 can we find 4 into 35, which is equal to 140. So, in this way, first find the cost of 1 unit and then we find the cost of 4 units. Like this way, we have to use unitary method to solve the problems. Now we see exercise 12.3. Question number 1. If the cost of 7 meter of a cloth is rupees 1470, find the cost of 5 meter of a cloth. Answer. Here, cost of 7 meter cloth is given rupees 294. Now we have to find the cost of 1 meter. We know that this is a unitary method, so we have to find the cost of 1 meter of a cloth. So the cost of 1 meter of cloth is equal to 294 divided by 7, which is equal to rupees 42. Now the cost of 1 meter cloth is rupees 42. So cost of 5 meter of cloth is 42 into 5, which is equal to rupees 210. Thus the cost of 5 meter of a cloth is rupees 210. Now question number 2. Ekta earns rupees 1500 in 10 days. How much will she earns in 30 days? See, earning of 10 days. Ekta earns 10 days, that is 1500 rupees. Okay, now we have to find first earning of Ekta in 1 day. So earning of 1 day is 1500 divided by 10, which is equal to rupees 150. Now we get earning of rupees 1 day is 150. For 1 day earning is 150. Now for 30 days the earning of 30 days is 150 into 30, which is equal to rupees 4500. Thus the earning of 30 days is rupees 4500. In this way, by using unitary method, we find the earning of 1 day, then find earning of required 30 days. Now question number 3. If it has rained 276 mm in the last 3 days, how many centimeters of rain will fall in one full week? 7 days. In week, you know the 7 days are there. Assume that the rain continues to fall at the same rate. Now, rain in 3 days is 276 mm. Okay, rain in 3 days is equal to 276 mm. Now, rain in 1 day is nothing but the 276 divided by 3, that is 92 mm. A rain in 1 day is 92 mm. Now we have to find rain in one full week, means total days in week are 7. So now rain in 7 days is 92 into 7, which is equal to 644 mm. Now the rain in 7 days is 644 mm. Thus, the rain in 7 days is 644 mm. Now we have to find the answer in centimeters. You can convert this mm into centimeter. Now question 4. Cost of 5 kg of wheat is rupees 30.50. First, what will be the cost of 8 kg of wheat? Now cost of 5 kg of wheat is rupees 30.50. Now cost of 1 kg of wheat is nothing but the 30.50 upon 5. After dividing 30.50 by 5, you get the cost rupees 6.10. That is rupees 6.10. Now we have to get the cost of 1 kg of wheat. We have to find the cost of 8 kg of wheat. Cost of 1 kg is rupees 6.10. So cost of 8 kg of the wheat is equal to 6.10 into 8, which is equal to rupees 48.8. So answer of A we get here. Now answer of B. What quantity of wheat can be purchased in rupees 61? That means in rupees 61, how many quantity of wheat we can purchase? Now here cost of 5 kg of wheat is given rupees 30.50. From rupees 30.50, quantity of wheat can be purchased is 5 kg. Now from rupees 1, how many quantity of wheat can be purchased? So from rupees 1, quantity of wheat can be purchased equal to 5 upon 30.50. Here we revise here that in rupees 30.50 we get 5 kg. So from rupees 1, how many quantity we can purchase, which is equal to 5 upon 30.50. But we have to find the quantity of wheat can be purchased in rupees 61. So in rupees 61, the quantity of wheat can be purchased is, for rupees 1 the quantity is 5 upon 30.50. So in rupees 61, that quantity is 5 upon 30.50 into 61. If you solve this, you get the answer 10 kg. The cost of rupees 61, we can purchase wheat 10 kg. Now question number 5. The temperature dropped 15 degrees Celsius in the last 30 days. If the rate of temperature drop remains the same, how many degrees will the temperature drop in the next 10 days? Now degree of temperature drop in last 30 days is equal to 15 degrees. Okay, degree of temperature drop in last 30 days is 15 degrees. Now degree of temperature drop in last 1 day is what? Degree of temperature drop in last 1 day is nothing but the 50 upon 30, which is equal to 1/2. That means degree of temperature drop in 1 day is 1/2 degree. Okay, now the temperature drop in 10 days, in 1 day temperature drop is 1/2. Now the temperature drop in 10 days is 1/2 into 10, which is equal to 5 degrees. Temperature drop in 1 day is 1/2. So temperature drop in 10 days is 10 into 1/2, which is equal to 5 degrees. Now question number 6. Shens pays rupees 7,500 as a rent for 3 months. How much does she has to pay for a whole year if the rent per month remains same? Now rent paid for 3 months is equal to rupees 7,500. Rent paid for 1 month is what? Rent paid for 3 months is 7,500. Now rent paid for 1 month is 7,500 upon 3. So the rent paid for 1 month is rupees 2,500. We have to find the cost or whatever the value of 1 unit, then the value of required unit. So we find the rent paid for 1 month first, then we have to find the rate paid for required month. Now rent paid for the 12 months. Yes, whole year means 1 year, so that 1 year having 12 months, so rent paid for the 12 months is 2500 into 12, which is equal to rupees 30,000. Thus the total rent for 1 year is rupees 30,000. So this is the required answer. Now question number 7. The cost of 4 dozen bananas is rupees 60. How many bananas can be purchased for rupees 12.50? See, the cost of 4 dozen bananas is given rupees 60. You know that in 1 dozen 12 bananas are there. So in 4 dozen, how many bananas is there? 12 into 4, 48. So if 4 dozen bananas means 48 bananas. So the cost of 48 bananas is given rupees 60 here. Now from rupees 60, the number of bananas can be purchased equal to 48. From rupees 12.50, number of bananas can be purchased equal to 12.50 upon 60 into 48, which is equal to 12.50 into 48 is equal to 600 upon 60. So 600 upon 60 is equal to 10. Thus 10 bananas can be purchased for rupees 12.50. So first find the cost of 4 dozen bananas, means 48 bananas we can purchase in rupees 60. Now we have to find in rupees 12.50 how many bananas can be purchased. That is nothing but the 12.50 upon 60 into 48, which is equal to 10. So we can purchase 10 bananas in rupees 12.50. Now question number 8. The weight of 72 books is 9 kg. What is the weight of 40 such books? The weight of 72 books is equal to 9 kg. So the weight of one book is nothing but the 9 upon 72, which is equal to 1 by 8 kg. Weight of 72 books is nothing but the 9 kg. So weight of one book is nothing but the 9 upon 72, which is equal to 1 by 8 kg. The weight of 40 books is equal to 1 by 8 into 40. Now weight of one book is 1 by 8 kg. Weight of 40 books is nothing but the 1 by 8 into 40, which is equal to 5 kg. Thus the weight of 40 books is nothing but the 5 kg. Now question number 9. A truck requires 108 liters of diesel for covering a distance of rupees 594 km. How much diesel will be required by the truck to cover a distance of 1650 km? Here the quantity of diesel required by the truck to cover a distance of 594 km is 108 liters. The quantity of diesel required by the truck to cover a distance of 1 km equal to 108 upon 594. See, diesel required to cover a distance 594 km is 108 liters. So the quantity of diesel required that truck to cover a distance of 1 km is nothing but the 108 liter upon 594, which is equal to 2 by 11 liters. 2 by 11 liters. So the quantity of diesel required by the truck to cover a distance of 1650 km is nothing but the distance covered by 1 meter is 2 by 11 liter into 1650, which is equal to 300 liters. The quantity of diesel required by the truck to cover a distance of 1650 km is equal to 1650 into 2 by 11, which is equal to 300 liters. Now question number 10. Raju purchases 10 pens for rupees 150 and Manish buys 7 pens for rupees 84. Can you say who got the pen cheaper? Raju purchased 10 pens for rupees 150. Now the cost of one pen that Raju purchased is 150 upon 10. See, the Raju purchased one pen for rupees 150 upon 10, that is rupees 15. Now next, Manish purchased 7 pens for rupees 84. Okay, so Manish purchased one pen for rupees 84 upon 7 here. Cost of 7 pens is 84. So cost of one pen is 84 upon 7, that is rupees 12. So Raju purchased one pen for rupees 15 and Manish purchased one pen for rupees 12. So who got the pen cheaper? Therefore Manish got the pens cheaper. This is the question number 10. Now question number 11. Anish made 42 runs in 6 overs and Anup made 63 runs in 7 overs. Who made more runs per over? Here Anish made in 6 overs 42 runs. Okay, in 6 overs Anish made 42 runs. So in 1 over he made 42 upon 6, that is 7 runs. Now Anup made in 7 overs 63 runs. In 7 overs Anup made 63 runs. So in 1 over Anup made 63 by 7, that is 9 runs. So in 1 over Anish made 7 runs and in Anup made 9 runs in 1 over. So who made more runs in 1 over? That is Anup. So the answer is Anup made more runs per over. So this is the question number 11. In this way you can solve the problem by unitary method. Nothing but you have to solve each and every problem by unitary method of exercise 12.3. Unitary method is nothing but find the first whatever the quantity of one unit and then find the value of required unit by multiplying the quantity of one unit to the required unit. So you get the required answer. Write down all the questions in your notebook.